Hey guys, the last 2 weeks has been pretty hard for me, but I'm hanging out in the bed here with Toby. Toby, where you going, buddy? Here, buddy, what are you here? Anyway, come here, you go. Okay, so last week I had the whole nerve stuff going on with my legs, and well, I get severe migraine headaches, so I take a Jovi, which is a shot, an Effexor, and Nurtec for breakthrough ones, and then she put me on hydroxyzine. I don't know. I'm tired of being on so many meds. It's sickening. Isn't that right, Toby? Yes. Can you say hi, people? But Ajovi, for some reason, and they know this, they've documented it, only works through like 3 weeks. The last week, what are you doing, Joey? Okay. The last week, it quits working. So, I have massive headaches the last week before I can take the shot. I have Nurtec. I will take it, and it'll work for a while, but then the headache seems to come back, and that's new. It's just, the Effexor used to work perfectly. After they started me on that, I was so much better. I just did, it was amazing. It was like a light bulb switched off, turning the migraine off. But then, the Effexor wasn't working as well. So that's when she put me on the Ajovi shot, and it worked. But then and she wanted to take me out the Effexor, and I was a little scared of that. So she decreased it. But that wasn't working. There was no way. So I had to go back up to, I think, 150. She wanted to put me on 75, but it wasn't going to work. So I just had an appointment. Gosh, I think it was Monday, a virtual one. And she I talked to her about the last week, it not working, and she said that is not just me. That's pretty much. Where are you going, Toby? What are you doing? Say hi, Toby. That's everybody. It happens to everybody. So it's not just me. Oh, where are you going, Toby? Oh my gosh. So at least I don't feel like, hi, buddy. I'm the only one that it's happening to, that I'm weird because, well, Frank, look at me. Because I do feel like it's always just me. Something happens, because everything weird happens to me. But, so this last week I had the whole nerve issues. This week it started out good, but I'm getting into that last week. I don't have a calendar in front of me, and I don't want to stop taping to look. But this last week, it's starting to get where I have the migraines, and it's really bothering me because there's stuff at the farm I need to get done. There's stuff in the house that I need to get done before my husband has his hip replaced June 24th, I think it is, and we're going to be starting construction. The contractor, I think he's in the middle of June. We close on the mortgage loan, I think she said the 22nd, and it's just been extremely stressful for me, which I think is also adding to the migraines. And I have been really down on myself because I haven't gotten a lot done. I'm doing the absolute bare minimum. I'm doing the dishes, and I'm folding laundry and putting most of it away. I've not hung up the clothes in the closet yet. But I have to get finished with the bedroom that we're moving. Like, it's the master bedroom because it's got a bigger closet. I have to get done that, finish painting, the floor vacuum, and then the floor cleaned. We're going to clean the carpet. My hand is shaking. I don't know why. So we're going to clean the carpet, and then I got to move the bed that I'm laying on, actually, over to that room. Ooh, sorry. I don't mean to put my hand in the front of the camera. But I have to move this bed over. Okay, bye, Toby. I have to move this bed over to that other room. And I would hope that I could get it done by next weekend, because we're going to be going to Illinois before Memorial Day. I wanted to go this weekend, but my husband has to work on Saturday, so we're not going to make it. And Sunday is just, it's too much because we're up really early to go to church. And then driving 3 hours and not, doing some stuff there, because I got to do some stuff with Dad's horses, so that we can hopefully try and sell them. It would just be, it'd be too much on a Sunday. But next week, next Saturday, we're going to Illinois to put flowers on the graves, which I promised my grandma that I would do when she passed away. And plus we have moms now, and so I've got, see here, great grandma, great grandpa, great uncle Junior, great uncle Joe, grandma and grandpa and mom. We've got all the flowers. They're in the back seat of my husband's truck. We just got to take them there and put them on the graves. And then, like I said, work with the horses a little bit, see if I can get better pictures of them so that I can sell them. They're yearlings. I need to get rid of them. I need to get pictures of the foals from this year to advertise them, to sell them, because actually, technically, yeah, they'd be weanlings because they were born in January, all but one of them. One of them was born in March. The other two were born the very beginning of January, like the 3rd and the 6th, I think. And it is really hard for me because I'm not there like I used to be. But Dad likes having the foals, so, whatever he wants to do. It is my stud, but it's his mares, so whatever. Anyway, then Sunday, okay, so that's what Saturday. Then Sunday we have church in the morning, and then Carrie, my mare, and I'm really actually excited about this, she is going to be going to a trainer. I'm gonna get her hooves trimmed, and she's gonna stay at the trainer for 2 weeks because she has not been ridden in 12 years, I think. I think that's what I figured, around that time, because it was one thing after another. I broke my ankle, actually. I had a mare, my god sister's mare, actually. She, Pony of America, she's 13.2 hands high, which is, 48 inches is 14 hands, so it'd be, okay, 4, 8, 12 inches shorter. I can't do math right now because my head hurts. So 48 minus 12 is how tall she would be in inches, I think, approximately, because each hand is 4 inches, and they go across your hand like this, is what is considered the 4 inches. So you can literally turn your hand sideways and go from their hoof to their withers. And the withers is the very top, like at their shoulder. If you were to follow their shoulder all the way up straight, that's going to be their where you measure it to, the point of their withers. Anyway, so she's going to the trainer because I haven't ridden, and I am 45 years old. I'm not as bouncy. I don't bounce back as easily as I used to, especially after having the little mare that I was talking about. She was at a show, and I was trying to get her ready for, I don't know if it was my god sister or the other young lady that shows her, to take her and show her in the halter class, but she spooked at the draft horses that were right next to her, and they were getting them ready. And so she got extremely scared, and she reared up, and I spun sideways extremely fast, causing my ankle, the tibia to have a spiral fracture. Enough so that they had to do surgery, and I have a 4-inch plate and 8 screws holding my ankle together. I left it in there because it hasn't bothered me. I can feel the bolts or screws or whatever all along the side, and sometimes it rubs, like if I wear cowboy boots or whatever, sometimes it'll rub on that, but it's not usually bad. Let me see here. So I had that happen, and I had the surgery. I was in the hospital. It took me quite a while to recover from that because I was wearing a boot, and then I came out here to Indiana for Thanksgiving with my now husband, and well, I kind of stayed here because the weather started getting bad. And I was working for my dad, and I remember him mailing me, like overnighting me the paperwork to do while I was out here. And then I went back to Illinois for a little while. And then I ended up just kind of coming out here and staying out here. I, however, have not brought all of my stuff from Illinois here. It is in storage in Illinois that my dad has been paying for 10 years because he insisted on everything getting out of the house before I had said I was going to do it. I said after I got married, we would bring our livestock trailer over, and we would fill our livestock trailer and bring it all back here. Well, he had this guy that was working for him that supposedly needed a place to live right away. So then everything that was in the house that I lived in, which he owns, had a right to do it. Everything that was mine had to be put in storage. So I wasn't even there. I know he said something about he thought somebody had stolen stuff because they had bags in the back of their truck that they said were garbage, and I asked him why he just didn't say, okay, it's garbage, leave it here. But that didn't happen. So I'm praying that nothing important got stolen, like my great-grandma's silver. That I don't know. I'm not going to even get into that because it makes me so angry. But I know my dad was a very, very, very busy man. He still is. I couldn't be there. But now we're getting some moved around. I actually really feel like it is my home, which it is. My husband and my father-in-law has said when he passes away, the house is his. So I feel more at home now than I did. I mean, after being here 10 years, married 8 years almost, I would think that I would fingers in the way, sorry. I would think that I would finally feel at home. You can still see I got a nice little bruise there, and I got that lovely bruise right there. I really messed myself up. That bruise on my arm hurts. This one hurts too if I accidentally hit it. Oh, and I've still got a headache from it. But, I need to, tell me what you're doing. Stop. So, I need to finish the painting, which is very little details. I just need to do it. It's hard for me because it's trim work, and the bending over has not been real good on my back, and then I get dizzy. So I've been struggling trying to get it done, and then I can't really get on ladders. My husband, even though he's only 5 foot tall, he gets up on the ladder and he's been painting around the top for me. It is almost 100% done. I'm going to say like 95% done. There's one corner I need to paint the white trimmer on the bottom. I need to do a second coat of white paint around the window. And then all along the bottom, because I'm messy and I get the white from the white trim on we did tan on the tan paint. So my husband goes around with a very small brush and fixes that white and puts out the color over it. And then there's one area that I can still see purple. My mother-in-law had that room purple. Why, I have no idea. I like purple, but I guess it was more of a lavendery color, and it's just too much for a room for me. Anyway, uh, so if I get that done, there is a twin mattress and back spring and a small headboard in there that I guess I'm going to bring out and put in the living room um, for right now. And then get that carpet vacuumed real good, and then borrowing a cleaner from my friend, but I can only have it a week. So I have to get that carpet cleaned, let it dry a little bit, then move my bed over to that room, and then clean up the flooring here, which is going to be fun because I know under the bed, my dog that we had to put to sleep in December, he made like a nest. I've looked under there, and I want to say it's almost like a rabbit nest. When a rabbit gets ready to have her babies, I don't know what, I know the babies are called kids, but I don't know what it's called. Like, with goats or sheep, it's lambing, goats, it's kidding, cattle, it's calving. I don't know what they call it with rabbits, but anyway, that's what it looks like. His hair was so fluffy and fuzzy, and I hadn't been able to get under there, so I know that's I'm gonna have like a little jasper pile, probably enough to really recreate him. I don't know. Anyway, and then so I got to get the carpet cleaned up in here, and then do the carpet cleaner on this, because we're not taking the carpets out of these two rooms. The carpet is coming out of the living room and the one bedroom that we have. In this house, I think I told you, is so weird because you go into the one bigger bedroom, and then there's two bedrooms off to the side of it. And my mother-in-law actually in the big room made a small closet in the corner. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been a closet in that room at all. I find that odd. And there's not even any light on the ceiling, which I'm going to fix that. We are having a ceiling fan with a light put in there. I don't know if we're going to run a drop cord to an outlet, or not drop cord, but there's wiring where you can take it across your ceiling and down and plug it in. I don't know if we're going to do that, or like in the house that I lived in Illinois that my parents own, we just had the electrician wire it right into the ceiling. So I didn't have a switch for it, but I used the pull things on the switch, because that room didn't have a light in either, but it worked. So that's what and I need to bring home dressers. In the 10 years that we have lived here, my husband bought a extremely old, he paid way too much for it. I think he paid $50 for it, and I wouldn't have given $15 for it, because it's falling apart. But anyway, it's chest of drawers that I've been using and putting as much in there as I can. And then the closet, all of our good stuff is hung up, but then all of like our regular everyday clothes are in piles on the shelves in there. And then my shoes are on a shelf. Well, his and my shoes. I think the only shoes of his in there is good boots. My shoes are in there, but they keep migrating to the living room. Anyway, I really kind of need to get that bedroom done. If anybody is in Remington this week, and don't mind coming into a dirtier house or helping me out, that would be amazing, so I can get this done, and be able to bring my dressers home, whatever I can fit in the back of the truck on Saturday, and then I can actually get all the stuff, all the clothes that are on shelves in the closet out and put away, and use the shelves for other stuff like storage, sheets, blankets, whatever, and not just piles of clothes in there. I think, gosh, I've been talking for like 20 minutes. But I have not forgotten about anybody. I value the people that I have talked with so very, very much. I am grateful for all of your encouragement on losing the weight or even getting things done, or even telling me that I need to. I know my body and I need to watch my body. My good friend told me that, and it's true. But I feel like I am getting back into like a pattern of not doing anything, being sedentary. I don't know that word. Anyway, basically not doing anything. So I feel like a lazy piece of crap. And that bothers me to the core because I had been that way. I know when I first moved out here, I it was I look back on it now and I know why I was very depressed, because moving away from my family and so on and so forth. That is for another talk. Hopefully I can remember what I talk about. I guess I need to watch these before I either go on my walk or talk to myself here. I mean, I know I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to somebody. Somebody out there's got to be listening to me. Yeah, my husband will probably be coming in the bedroom here pretty soon. He got home from work, and let me see if I can even see. Looking at the wall, sorry. I don't know what time it is right now, actually, but he usually gets home. I think he was home about 12:15. Then he takes his medicine. I talk to him for a little bit, and then he takes a shower. And then he comes to bed. So I don't think he is going to want me to have a video of him coming in here in just his boxers. So good night, everyone. Today, well, actually, it's Saturday, so it would be May 16th at, I don't know, 1 a.m., something like that. I'm hopefully, I think I can take the Ajovi shot around next weekend, I think. But until then, that's why I'm sitting here with my eyes closed, because my head hurts. And the light's on, side table light. But, God bless everyone. And until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. God bless.